So how I got my newborn sleeping through the night, the first week that we were home. I didn't read up on anything. I didn't look up things. I did not want to overwhelm myself as a new mother trying to figure things out, which is what I've noticed that a lot of people do. I didn't do that. She basically naturally put herself on a schedule. I would not try to force sleep on her, but I did notice the first week we were home, the third day, I noticed that she would eat a lot towards the night when she was ready to go to sleep. So I looked this up afterward and they call it tanking up. She would also be very more, much more alert at night. Sorry. She was actually very much awake for a baby. I thought that was a little bit strange because she's a newborn. They basically just sleep all the time. But at night, between the hours of 7 and 10, she was very much awake. I did not keep her awake. She was doing it herself. She would take power naps, so to speak. She would fall asleep maybe for an hour max, but her sleep would be 15 minutes to an hour between 7 and 10 o'clock. And I wouldn't force feed her. You know, I only fed her when she let me know she was hungry, which was between 6 and 7. She would eat for a good hour maybe, and then she would eat again after her nap, her power nap, and that would usually be the final 1 hour she would eat before she would go to sleep at 10 o'clock and be out like a light bulb for the rest of the night until 6, 7, 8 a.m. the next morning. It's not always the same, which is why people that follow schedules and things, I don't recommend that, because your baby lets you know. And if you just repeat what it is that you've been doing and it's been working, you don't need to force a schedule. You know, you don't need to have to make sure that she's out at 10 o'clock every single night. The latest this little one will go to sleep, to finally go to sleep, is 1 a.m. Had maybe 2-3 incidents where that has happened, because sometimes she won't tank up. She won't eat, you know, a whole lot. So she'll eat a little bit and she'll be asleep, and she'll fall asleep and wake up and fall asleep and wake up. And in between that, when she finally gets extremely restless, is when I give her more food, and that's when she fills up, and that's when she passes out completely to go to sleep for the rest of the night. I never wake a sleeping baby. That's like the #1 rule. But some moms still do it because they want to force a schedule. I feel it's easier if you follow their schedule as opposed to trying to create your own and force it on them. I am a first-time mommy, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's moms out there that swear by their schedules. Cool. But as a first-time mommy, the fact that I was able to get my newborn to sleep the maximum 11 hours one night, she's done that a few nights, though, without reading books or following schedules, doing what she wants, you know. I don't see the issue. Yes, Mama. So that's my, you know, experience. I hope it helps somebody. Because I had a lady ask me who also had a newborn, same age as mine, who was extremely tired, and asked me how I looked so alert and I sleep through the night. Like, how is that possible? I told her. She said, my doctor told me to keep them awake, to keep the baby awake between 4 hours before I want them to go to sleep. No, I don't do that. She power naps. She takes a nap. She's tired. You know, I'm not gonna force her to stay awake and be fussy and cranky. So, I don't know. If she took my advice, she seemed a little tired, but I hope that helps somebody.